Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and you know what? It's time for another variety hunt with some wheat pennies. This time we're looking for the 1941 double die obverse. Now there's two class 1 double dies, the FS101 and the FS102. Both show pretty good doubling on the motto "In God We Trust," as well as the word liberty. I'll be checking for those two varieties specifically. There is other varieties you can look for that have less value, but I'm looking for the major class 1 doubling, FS101 and FS102. So stay tuned and let's see if I can find one. So that's right, everyone. Like I said in the intro, I'm checking for the 1941 DDO, either number 1 or number 2. I'll be happy with either if I can find it. I've only got 164 1941 wheat pennies to go through today, so it's not going to be a whole bunch. And the first step I need to do, like I've done in the other videos, is segregate the Denver and San Francisco mints from the Philadelphia mints, since the one I'm looking for is on the Philadelphia minted wheat pennies from 1941. Let me go ahead and do that first and see how many we end up getting to look at under the microscope. So we finished doing the pre-sort, and that's encouraging because we have 118 of the 164 were minted in Philadelphia, and so the vast majority I get to look at for that DDO. Next step I'm going to do is put each one of these under the microscope right here. I have my Pluggables microscope, trusty, affordable, love it. And I'm going to go ahead and check for the motto "In God We Trust" and the word liberty especially, to see if I see any doubling. Before I do that, I thought it'd be good if I go ahead and put one up on the screen. So give me a second and I'll put it up on the screen here and we'll take a look to see what I'm looking for. So I grabbed some pictures from PCGS just so we have some consistency here. You can clearly see on the B, the E, and the R especially, we've got heavy doubling, so that'll be easy to spot. And then there's other doubling on the other words, but this is the pretty much telltale sign here with that R, that U. You can see a hook at the S, so, and the T, of course. So "In God We Trust" we'll be checking for, and in the word liberty, that's the main doubling that will signify whether or not we have one. Despite me having 118 to go through, the likelihood of me encountering one is slim, since the PCGS population is not that heavy on these. Of course, if they were easy to find, we'd all have one and they wouldn't have a lot of value. So now let me go and start putting these under the microscope. If I run across any examples I think are worth mentioning, I'll be back to show you what I have found. So we've hunted through all the 1941 Philadelphia minted wheat pennies for that double die obverse, either number 1 or number 2, and unfortunately I did not find one. But it doesn't mean they're not out there. I only had over 100 to search for, and obviously the chances of me finding one of these bad boys in only 120 or so pennies was pretty much slim to none. But it was a fun hunt, and hopefully you guys can use this video to check your 1941 Philadelphia minted wheat pennies for the double die obverse, either number 1 or number 2, because those hold the most value. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Hunting Wheat Pennies for Varieties and Errors. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.